On this episode of Up for Debate, episode whatever, month whatever, we are Matt with power. It's March Madness, and it's coming your way. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Up for Debate, March Madness edition. I'm your host, Matt, with Sean. How are you doing today, Sean?
You know, Matt, you got to appreciate a guy who says, I don't know what month it is, immediately following with, it's March.
No, I just said month whatever.
Whatever.
It could be I mean, people could be listening to this in, like, June. People could be listening to this in September.
Well, that's the thing. Matt, we'll keep it mysterious that today is March 8th, 2023, and that this is episode number 250. We'll just keep that to ourselves.
Wow. Way to date us, Sean. We're now officially dated.
Yep.
People always view us in a time capsule.
This moment in time.
A bubble of our own making.
But I'm okay, Matt, because we got to let the people know about March, a flagship month for the show. This is our, how many years have we been doing this gimmick? It's got to be 3 or 4?
I was thinking 3 or 4, yeah. I was actually going to peg it at 3. And the question is, will we be doing the same thing we did last year? Sean, do you recall what we did for March Madness last year?
Unfortunately, I do, Matt. I do. And last year... Can you
share with the audience?
Yeah, and I say this with all due respect. I think last year, if I had to rank the March Madnesses that maybe have been our lowest March Madness, we sort of flamed out a little bit in the grand. So the first ever March Madness, Matt, was actually a variety month, right? We talked about yo-yos for some reason, and we did the 4 Dummies challenge, and then
that was I think March pandemic. It was like 2020.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. And then the following year, you decided that we would play text adventure games. And so I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to pull up the tracks to see what we played. We played text adventure
games. Do you recall the games that we played? We played such classic games as The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the text-based adventure game.
Boo.
We played is it Gorp? Is that the name of it? The first text adventure game.
Yeah. We played A Bear's Night Out.
Absolute classic because it was the most frustrating game I think either of us have ever played because it was broken.
It was absolutely miserable. We did... What else did we do in terms
Pig
of...
Hero? Pig Hero? The one with the caveman. That one I enjoyed. You had to rescue the pig from the cave.
Yes,
that
fun. One was sweet.
That was a fun one. Yeah, so we also played something with a haunted house.
Night House.
Oh gosh, who could forget about Night House?
And we played Detective Land.
That's right, Detective Land, a game that I remember fun. We had to feed the hot pizza. That was the shining moment of that game, feeding the hot pizza to the guy to get him to slip on the pepperoni. What was the puzzle for that?
Some overcomplicated mechanic for the game, yeah.
But I had a good time with that detective game.
It was fun.
Among others. And, Sean, I'm ready to make some new memories with you.
Oh, boy.
That's
We're
right.
doing something completely different? Is that what I'm hearing?
Nope. I'm nothing but not consistent. We are going to be playing more text adventure games in this month for March Madness. Sean, are you excited about this?
Honestly?
What's going through your head right now? Excitement? How much excitement?
If I had to sum up my feelings into a word, it would be concerned. I'm not upset. I'm worried.
Okay.
Because these games tend to be hit or miss, and we don't know until we've spent too much time doing it.
We absolutely don't know. As a matter of fact, I made sure that I did not preview any of the games that we are going to be playing on the list.
Oh my!
All I know about them is that they all came very highly recommended. I sorted it based on the top rated. Although that's not going to be the case forever, Sean. You know why?
Because there's only like 10 of these?
Nope. I chose 5 of the top 5 rated, 6 of the top 5 rated games on a text adventure website that I found, textadventures.co.uk. But starting next week, we're gonna drop down a level. We're gonna go to the 4 stars, and then the next week will be the 3 stars, and then Sean, we're gonna end out March Madness with the 1 and 2 star bottom of the barrel text adventure games. Are you excited for this?
Why can't we just play Fortnite like normal people?
No, because that's not what we do here.
Clearly not.
You want a podcast about Fortnite? They probably don't exist, because people who like Fortnite probably also are not the same people who listen to podcasts or know what a podcast is.
I'm also thinking, Matt, people don't want a podcast where people play text-based adventure games, because they certainly don't listen to ours. But that's okay. We don't do it for the fans. We do it for us, Matt. And I got to tell you, you pick some doozies. I'm very excited. This is your month.
We're
going mad for Matt, and I'm very excited, Matt. What is tonight's game? The suspense is killing me.
Sean, that all depends. That all depends on your mood. See, it's March Madness, but Matt is a benevolent deity, and he likes to see his subjects pleased. So he's going to let you choose, and he's going to stop referring to himself in the third person. Your choice, Sean. You've got what kind of a mood are you in? Are you in a puzzling mood? Do you feel puzzling right now? Like you want to solve some puzzles, some riddles?
Here's what I'll say based on all the games we've played before. Here's what I'm looking for, okay? Maybe this will narrow it down. I want something with a contained storyline that's pretty linear. Basically, I want a book, but we can't do that, so we have to play a game.
I've got some books over here we could look at, but okay.
I would like something a little more, nothing too horror. I think the horror thing's a little played out, so I'm not feeling horror. But definitely I'm open to lots of other genres.
Okay. We've got, I was going to say, we've got a puzzle. So I sorted them based on genre. We've got a puzzle game. We've got a comedy game. We've got a mystery, a fantasy, a horror, and that's it. So, what'll it be? Puzzle, comedy, mystery, fantasy, or horror?
Let's go with mystery.
Mystery, okay.
Yes.
That would be, Sean.
Because there has to be a solution.
Okay. That would
be
be
an endpoint.
A game by the name of Train. And now, what's unique about this game is that there was no cover art. This is the only game that I found that had no cover art whatsoever, Sean. What do you make of that?
Again, I'm going to take it glass half full and say the author worked so hard creating this game, they didn't have time to create art because the game was so good and took all their time.
Well, according to the description, that may not be the case because the author says, after 3 years of just sitting around, I have finally finished this game. The game is playable from start to finish, but only until those only for those who are able to tolerate a few typos and possibly the odd bug. You are welcome to comment if you find anything weird. In the game, the player finds herself in a compartment on a train with a dead body. And that's where our story begins. You ready to take a ride on a train? That
sounds great, Matt. Now, one thing I'm going to just admit up front, okay, is that pretty much all the games we've played before have been widely known. And what that means is there's usually a walkthrough that I cheat and read while we're doing the episode to make sure we can finish these in an hour. As we pick more obscure, worse reviewed games, the odds of us completing them shrink.
That's fair.
So I'm just warning.
Okay.
But that's okay. That's okay.
we can see what the audience wants. Oh, I was messing around with my audio volume. We can see what the audio. We can see how the audience feels about that.
I'm ready to get into Train if you are.
Let's do it. Let's jump into Train. Now, let's ride this train. I will share my screen with you.
Yeah, you want to run it?
I'll run it. I'll run this train. Okay?
Come on, ride the train. Come ride it.
Oh, Sean, you read my mind. How did you know? I was thinking of the exact same song.
There aren't a lot of songs with Train in it.
What's better, that song by the Quad City DJs, Come On Ride the Train, or any song by Train?
No, definitely Quad City DJs, for sure. For sure. All the Quad City DJ songs actually are pretty good. But what about Long Train Runnin'? That's the Doobie Brothers, right?
Yeah, that's not a bad one. How about
songs with Train in the title?
Train Roll On? No, Tuesday's Gone by Lynyrd Skynyrd. That's a song about a train.
Midnight Train to Georgia, Gladys Knight and the Pips. We're just wasting time. This is another
phenomenal. How about Train in Vain by The Clash?
That sounds like you made it up.
All right. If you need some quick instructions on how to play the game, Sean, especially if you have never played an interactive fiction game before, type help at any time. You don't remember what happened. As you come to, you are standing in a compartment on a train with your jacket in your hand. You quickly look around, still dizzy. The train is moving on. Outside the window, you can see a densely forested area roll by. You hear somebody walking outside a compartment door. You breathe in, you breathe out. You swallow 1 or 2 times. When your head stops spinning, you find something unexpected and very nasty at your feet. This is a rather nice and clean compartment on a train. There's a seat here, which is convertible into a bed as well as a small table. The window is on the northern side of the compartment. You can go south or out. You can see a body.
Okay. Boy, must have been some party last night.
Gosh, it sure was. That was my.
I would say
my Gordon Freeman, Morgan Freeman impression.
Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman.
I'm more of a Gordon Freeman fan, to be honest.
Yeah, imitating Gordon Freeman is easier because he doesn't talk.
Gotcha. Matt, I am going to do what I would consider to be the obvious thing and look at the body. I got to check out this body.
Okay. Look at body.
You typed and hit enter, but nothing happened.
Nope. Look at. Our options for body are look at, speak to,
kiss. I want to kiss the body. Click kiss. I want to kiss the body.
We have to do it. How do I make it? Do I drag it?
No, I think you just click it. Is it not?
Trying to kick body? How? There's always a learning curve with these. Is anything happening?
Just type in go south. Just do something else. I'm concerned that the game is buggy and not working, which would be an inexplicable start to March Madness.
This would be a new one. Well, we have a wallet. We have a jacket.
Okay.
Those are the things we can do.
I was able to refresh it, and it's now working.
That could be. You have it up on.
Try refreshing it.
All right, I hit refresh.
I do. If yours won't work, we'll switch over.
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, we chose kiss body, and it just says you make out with the man for a moment.
That's very nice. I would like to look at him now that I've done my part.
Look at body. The man is clearly dead. You want to take this one, Sean?
The man is clearly dead. He is not breathing, and the blood has trickled down his cheek from both his mouth and one of his ears. He's badly bruised, and a cut wound is clearly visible on his stomach. He is a dark-haired but balding middle-aged man whom you do not recognize. He is dressed in a suit smeared with blood. On him is a document. Matt, I would like to take that document and read it.
So should I say look at, read, or take?
I just say read. I guess that's part of it.
Read, yeah. You cannot decipher the text, which to you seems to consist of random letters, short word numbers, and unknown symbols.
I guess I will take the document for safekeeping.
All right, we have the document now. It's in our inventory.
I would like to... go south, which I think takes me further into the train.
Okay. You are standing outside compartment number 1, which is your compartment, at one end of a train wagon with the door to the next wagon to your west. To your west. That just sounds so strange. All right. There are more compartments than yours, but they do not seem important to you. Their numbers are 2 and 3. The wagon continues to the east, where there are more compartments, and your compartment is to the north of here. The walls are paneled with wood, and the floor is carpeted in a pleasant blue-green color. You can go north, east, or west. There he is! He must have killed him! You are suddenly hit in the head and fall down. You are dragged away and locked in a compartment until the police pick you up when the train stops. Do we hit a game over?
Did we lose?
It won't even let me type anymore. Yeah, I guess.
Boy.
Did we hit how did we hit a game over? That okay.
I shouldn't have kissed him.
Yeah.
Dang
yeah,
it.
All right.
That was my mistake.
Maybe it was that. Oh. Okay. Let's reload the save.
We can refresh and try again.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just quickly go through body. What if you speak to the body?
Hey, body.
Let's see, speak to.
Gonna wreck your body.
You can't talk to, speak to, talk, speak, or greet the body. All right, then why give us the option then? All right. We're going to search the body. We're going to get the document. We put it in our pocket. All right, so it streamlined that a little bit.
So now on the compass, click the down arrow.
Yep. South.
Because I think we went out last time.
Same thing happened.
Oh.
So can we maybe we're not supposed to leave the compartment?
Okay. I don't know what else we're supposed to do.
All right, we got the
out.
We can
okay.
go out.
I figured. No, don't do that.
Okay.
There's an option to throw out the body. Throw out the body.
Oh, smart. Okay. The
Maybe
window
if we
is
get rid of the body. Open window.
You open it. Okay. Throw out body.
Now throw it out.
You don't seem to hold that.
Pick up body. Yeah, try typing in pick up body.
Okay. Okay, we got it. The strength you didn't know you had, you barely managed to lift the man.
Now toss the body.
Okay. Throw out body. You do that and hear a soft sound as the ground is hit. Somebody slides a note under the door.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I would like to read that note.
The handwriting on the note reads, "Meet me in compartment now. My compartment. Meet me in my compartment now. Number 14.
Okay.
Okay, Chief. Let's go.
I guess now we should
Take
leave.
the note. And let's go out. Yeah, there's nothing that they can do
Pin us on, I guess.
To stop us, yeah. You're standing outside compartment 1 at one end of the train wagon. Okay, 2, 3. The wagon continues east. Wait. Oh, nope.
No,
lost
we got
again.
busted.
Somehow. How though? How did they do it? How did they find us? I don't know. Let's try this again. Search body. I need my dots. Next, I'm buying some dots. The dots always help with a good text.
Yeah,
adventure.
where's the candy, Matt?
I know. I'm slacking this year. I'm slacking. Open window. I say we try the same approach. Throw out body. Pick up body. Throw out body. Okay. Now I guess we didn't get the note this time.
Try. No. I was going to say try closing the window, but I don't think that makes a difference.
Could try it. Yep, it's closed now. Okay. Oh, okay, now we got the note. We had to read the document first. Okay, so read.
Now, instead, what'd you click last time? Out or the down?
Last
arrow?
time I clicked out.
All right, I guess.
Times before that, I clicked south.
Well, isn't that what the down arrow means? Is south?
Yes.
Well, hang on though. What is it? Hang on. What does it say at the top?
You can go south or
out. I don't understand the difference.
Yeah. See, that's.
Did we die?
We went south. We went south the first couple of times before we figured out the body trick. But when we figured out the body trick, I clicked out, and the same outcome happened.
Can you check the door? No, I guess not.
Oh, wait. Maybe if we put on the jacket, we'll be in disguise? Yes.
It's in your inventory. Are you not wearing it?
I was not wearing it. Now I'm wearing it.
Okay, sure.
It says you put the jacket on. So now that I got the jacket on, maybe they won't recognize me.
You're going to go out then?
Out or south? I don't really know the difference.
I don't know the difference.
Let's go south.
It's a toss-up, Matt.
Yeah, we did not get arrested this time. We're good.
All right. You are standing outside compartment number 1 at one end of the wagon. We did this. There are more compartments. The numbers are 2 and 3. The wagon continues to the east where there are more compartments, and your compartment is to the north of here. I guess it would make sense because we got to go to compartment
east, right?
number 14.
Right. Logically speaking, we would go west.
Well, it says the wagon continues to the east. So I guess we go east.
All right, these are compartments numbered 4 to 7. There are several compartments in sight, but none currently seems interesting. The carpeted floor does not make a sound. To the east of you is the door to the next. So, continuing east. Oh, God. We lost again. How do we lose this time?
God damn it.
These are numbered 8 to 10, with number 11 to 14 a bit to the east.
Oh, well, hang on. It says, blood. The man behind you looks frightened as he sounds. He looks quite ridiculous, almost like a pathetic and sad clown. You barely have time to react before someone else comes along. Hold it right there. Your arms are locked in a tight grip behind you. For some reason, the train security personnel have arrested you. So there's blood on us, Matt. How was there blood on us?
Okay. We got to fix that then. Maybe on our hands? Can we wipe hands? Maybe because when we touched the body, when we picked up the document, we got blood on us.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how we would.
Why we need the document?
That. Did you say there were other games?
There are other games. We're not married to Train.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to admit all March Madness and in March Madness Pass, I am very quick to pull the plug. So please, you keep going. You keep pushing me to go. I get frustrated easily.
I think that's reasonable. Maybe just let me try one thing. Let me just try clean hands. No, it doesn't understand. Okay. All right. Sean?
Well, we experienced some of Train.
Okay.
You said there was a
yeah. Which genre
you said there was
feeling?
A comedy one?
There is a comedy one. There is it is The Adventures of Batman: The Rise of the Riddler. You want to try that one?
That doesn't sound funny at all. I'm baffled that somehow fell under comedy. It says here in the description, a new day dawns in Gotham. Robin has been kidnapped, a villainous scheme is afoot, and a mysterious pall hangs over the city. In this thrilling continuation of the epic text-based Bat Saga, so we're playing the sequel, The Adventures of Batman, play as Batman as he struggles to unravel the confounding conundrums of Gotham's most esoteric evildoer, the Riddler, going to any lengths necessary to save his young ward Robin and protect the city of Gotham from any and all vile villains who would seek to corrupt and conquer it. All right.
I just love how the Riddler and Batman and Robin are all in large capital letters like this.
All right. Well, you want me to share this one, Matt, or you want to take it?
Why don't you drive for a bit?
All right.
So
if you could stop sharing.
Are you on you're on the site?
I am on the site. You're going to see it right there. You see that?
I
in the
do.
Riverside
Yes.
window.
Okay. Upside down question marks.
This font is fantastic. All right, here we go. A new day dawns in the Batcave. The clear light of morning does not seem to reach Batman, however, as he sits in front of the Bat computer, lost in dark and brooding thoughts. It's morning, Alfred, Batman says to his loyal butler, but we're both still in the dark. Might that be because the Batcave is underground, Master Bruce? Says Alfred, getting an early head start on his daily quip quota. That's not what I mean, Alfred, Batman replies, and it isn't. Batman means that, irritating as he may be, his sidekick Robin is still missing and is likely in the clutches of one of Batman's oldest and cleverest foes. And only you, bold player, capable of helping Batman recover his young ward, keep Gotham City protected, and bring to justice the supervillain in question. Choose your character, Matt. Do you want to be Batman or Alfred?
Give me Alfred. Yeah. Give me Alfred. Alfred Pennyworth? Is that his last name?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. Do you remember that they made a TV show prequel about Alfred?
They did. And they did. And people said it was pretty good. I don't know.
But my favorite thing about it was the title. Because they originally called it Pennyworth, but nobody knew what that was. So in the second season, it became Pennyworth, The Tale of Batman's Butler. That's a true story.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because
anyway.
I would probably think Pennyworth, when I think Pennyworth, I think about Pennywise, like the clown from It.
Right.
And people probably also thought that because it came out around that time, a little bit after.
I think of Monopoly Rich Uncle Pennybags.
Right.
Moneybags? Pennybags?
Now, I would love to get his origin story. Do you think he was born rich?
No, I think he was he was a poor boy who fell into a vat of money and was transformed into
like the Joker.
Like the monocle grew out of his eye. It's a sick and twisted tale.
You know he doesn't actually wear a monocle, Sean?
Oh, is this one of those Mandela effect things where we all think he does?
Classic Mandela effect, like the Berenstain Bears. He does not wear a monocle.
Well, now I got to Google Monopoly. Anyway, we're getting distracted.
Yeah.
You're right. He does.
He has
wears
never
a top
worn
hat.
a monocle. The top hat, yes.
I'm thinking of Mr. Peanut.
No, most people conflate Mr. Peanut with Uncle Pennybags, and they blend them into the same character, almost. Except Mr. Peanut was murdered, wasn't he? Didn't they kill him off? And then he came back during a Super,
he was a baby.
during a Super Bowl.
And it was a whole...
It was a whole arc. Yeah.
You are now playing as Alfred. Remember that you may restart the game and switch to Batman at any time. Alfred, Batman says to you, could you go upstairs and do the bat dishes while I keep looking for signs of Robin? Your options, of course, sir, or restart and switch to Batman.
Of course, sir.
Okay.
I love this already.
Alfred politely obliges, of course, and makes his way to the elevator up to Wayne Manor as Batman types away on the Bat computer. Moments later, walking through the portrait hall, Alfred notices that a vase is sitting on the far end of its pedestal, and is thus more likely to fall to the floor and shatter into pieces. Oh dear, Alfred says. I shall have to fix this post-haste. Do you adjust the vase, or restart and switch to Batman?
We gotta adjust the vase. Can't have that. Can't have a crooked vase.
Slowly and carefully, Alfred pushes the vase back to the center of the pedestal where it belongs, making it much less likely to fall and break. He still wonders, though, what could have caused this breach of vase security? I wonder if Master Grayson accidentally pushed it while running through the portrait hall, he muses, then shakes his head smiling. Rascal. Remembering his original mission, Alfred approaches the kitchen to fulfill his duty of doing the bat dishes. Matt, do you enter the kitchen or restart and switch to Batman?
All right. We won't keep this charade up for long, but let's enter the kitchen. Let's just see. I think I get the sense of what's happening here. I get the joke.
Alfred is pleased to recall that he had already placed the bat dishes in the bat dishwasher the night before, and proceeds to open said bat dishwasher to dry the bat dishes and put them away. Unfortunately, the very first bat plate that Alfred removes from the bat dishwasher seems to have a little bit of a smudge on it, just below the bat symbol's left ear. Oh dear, Alfred laments. What a day I'm having. Do you try to clean the smudge off, or restart and switch to Batman?
You know what? We can't... I would love to switch to Batman, but we can't have a smudgy dish. I got to see how this resolves. Do we get the smudge off? I'm at the edge of my seat.
Wetting a washcloth, Alfred wipes away at the smudge on the bat plate, but to no avail. It simply will not go away. Infernal thing, Alfred says staunchly, undaunted by the unexpected difficulty of this task. Have at you! Do you keep wiping it or restart and switch to Batman?
I'm not going to quit until we get this smudge, Sean. I'm hell-bent on defeating this smudge.
But despite Alfred's most valiant wiping efforts, the smudge simply will not budge. This is simply dreadful, Alfred says, feeling a bit disheartened. Now, what would Master Bruce do in a situation like this? Suddenly, he is struck with an idea that just might work. Do you throw a batarang at the plate or restart and switch to Batman?
Throw a batarang at the plate.
Crash! The bat plate shatters on the counter as Alfred haphazardly tosses a batarang at it from across the kitchen. Perhaps not one of my best ideas, Alfred ponders. Master Bruce was always better with those things than I ever was, but I simply can't tell him. Alfred decides to avoid telling Batman about the broken bat plate, as he knows that Batman is already stressed enough as it is. Instead, he resolves to go out to the store immediately and purchase a duplicate, with no one as the wiser. Traffic is terrible today, Alfred says to himself. It may take hours, but it simply must be done. Do you walk out to Alfred's car or restart and switch to Batman?
All right. I think we can restart and switch to Batman. I think it's time.
You
what do you think? What do you think, Sean? What would you do?
Here's what I think. I'm going to very quickly click through Alfred's storyline just to see where it goes. Okay. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I do want to see where it ends.
Okay. I think that's reasonable.
He walks out to his car. Oh, listen. Here you actually have a choice. You can buckle your seatbelt or not buckle your seatbelt.
Oh, no. What should we pick?
Listen, Matt, you're the king of road safety. You tell me.
I think we should not buckle our seatbelt. Alfred definitely would. But Alfred's not Alfred today. We're Alfred today. So let's see what happens.
That's ridiculous, Alfred says, shaking his head. Go for a drive without buckling up, and they say the Joker's mind is going. Trying to shake off the thought of disobeying Gotham's sensible traffic safety laws, Alfred buckles his seatbelt and double checks to ensure its tightness. So I guess you didn't have a choice.
I love that. The illusion of choice. Yeah. This is
great.
The
car won't start. He He's stuck in traffic, so he does a crossword puzzle. What's a 7-letter word for narcissist? Is it egotist, boaster, or Riddler?
Or restart and switch to Batman.
Or restart and switch to Batman.
Riddler.
I'd rather not think about him just now. He finishes solving the puzzle, but he's bored, so he turns on the radio. Let's see. The traffic. He finally reaches the supermarket.
He wouldn't, Sean. He wouldn't put his seatbelt on. He insisted that he would have to put his seatbelt on. Yet he did a crossword puzzle while driving.
I think he was in stopped traffic.
I don't know.
I think he wasn't like stopped bumper to bumper traffic.
That's pretty risky. He gets
to the store. You look for the commemorative plate aisle. He goes to a sample to try a sample. 3 small unmarked boxes in different colors lay on the counter. Which one should he choose? Red, yellow, or white?
Try one of these samples or I'll destroy you. I mean, try one of these samples, please, says the strange man in a strange voice.
Simply reads Mitch.
Mitch. Try the white one.
Alfred opens the lid of the white box only to find a large dollop of mayonnaise inside. Pardon me, but only mayonnaise? I'm afraid I'd need a sandwich of some sort to sample this, good sir. Who in the world would like to eat mayonnaise without anything with which to eat it? The man says he even likes it on ice cream. You can't be serious unless you're not an innocent store clerk. You're the Condiment King. Master Wayne warned me about you. I mean, actually, he didn't. Why on earth would Bruce Wayne care about... Yeah! Condiment King interrupts loudly, the bells on his condiment crown jingling in excitement. Shut your mouth, butler, unless you're opening it to sample my delicious condiments.
Gee, I wonder what was in the yellow and red boxes.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Alfred says, never. Condiments are only to be enjoyed by the general populace on sandwiches, french fries, ballpark franks, or other sensible food items, you inhuman creature. Then he's got his backstory. I'll never tell anyone the story of how my father dressed like Ronald McDonald and tried to drown me in condiments in a Texaco bathroom when I was 8. They get in a condiment fight. Alfred dashes to the parking lot and hurries into the car. He sets off a condiment bomb, which seems pretty bad. And he's being chased in a relish jetpack. Oh my god, this thing just keeps going. They get through a big fight. I'm going to just skip this. They fight.
Gotham will drown in my condiments.
Yes. He smacks Condiment King with his glove. He saves some people. Oh, okay. Let's see. Alfred smacks him across the face. He's greeted by a group of people who are thankful. You're almost like a Batman to us. And he says, well, thank you very much indeed. And the girl goes, so, will you please take this as a token of our appreciation? It's a perfectly clean Batman commemorative plate.
Oh, just like the one we were going to buy. How about that?
So he goes back to Wayne Manor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got them all ready to go. But he notices a portrait is crooked. He adjusts it. And it knocks off the wall and knocks the vase over from earlier and breaks it. And so he leaves to go to the vase store, and now we can restart and switch to Batman.
Bravo! I thought it was gonna he was gonna unintentionally foil the Riddler's plot. That was my guess where that was going.
He's got his own, that's why he's got the spinoff. He's got his own thing going.
Like I was thinking after we got the smudge off the plate, that maybe that would like lead to a clue that Batman needed in the other story, and then these two stories would be like intertwined. I don't know. That was where I thought this was going, but I'm happy it ended with Alfred defeating the Condiment King. Keeping
you on your toes. So now
I noticed
Batman.
Right off the bat here, Sean, there's not an option to switch to Alfred on every slot.
Restart and switch to Alfred. That would be very funny. Unfortunately, no. It doesn't seem, in fact, like we have a lot of choices. This seems just more like a story you read than an interactive game, but okay.
Let's
see.
It has the illusion of choice.
Yes. We activate the citywide bat scanner, displaying a bat's eye view of the entirety of Gotham City on the screen of the bat computer. This incredible and semi-legal program is capable of scanning the entire city for any number of unique attributes and pinpointing their location. Remember, Master Bruce, Alfred advises, the bat scanner can be very, very specific. We certainly haven't exhausted every possibility yet. Batman silently considers this and wonders what to scan the city for. What is most closely associated with Robin, Matt? Scan it for cheesy catchphrases being uttered, brightly colored tights or leotards, or whines with a frequency of 20 kilohertz or higher.
I think we gotta. We're looking for something very specific. Brightly colored leotards.
All right. It doesn't seem to be working, Master Bruce, says Alfred. There's a surprising number of circus performers, yoga instructors, and people who lost a bet in Gotham today, but none of them seem to be Robin, no matter how brightly colored their garments are. Maybe he's being forced to wear something else, something he'd usually never wear to throw us off the trail. It could be anything. I imagine he isn't enjoying that. We simply must find him, Master Bruce. Disheartened, Batman turns to face the Bat computer again. Do you scan for cheesy catchphrases, scan for whines, or give up and try something else?
I think the answer here depends on which Batman this is. When you picture this Batman, Sean, which Batman are you picturing? Are you picturing the current Batman, Robert Pattinson? Is this the Adam West Batman of the 1960s? Is this perhaps it's George Clooney Batman?
I don't have an imagination, so I'm not really imagining any Batman. Who are you imagining?
I was imagining the animated Batman.
Which animated Batman?
The one who was voiced by the late great Kevin Conroy.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was probably going to say the animated one voiced by Diedrich Baker. Diedrich Bader. Who's more recent. And what would he do in this situation?
He would, I think he would probably search for the whines at 20 kilohertz or higher.
Batman scans the city for whines of such a high frequency that only Robin could emit them. Oh dear, nothing, sir. Only he can whine at that pitch, so it must be those rare instances when he isn't whining. Perhaps we should check back in a minute or two? No, Alfred. Maybe it was too easy. His mouth might have been covered in tape since he was captured. Didn't work. Now, do you want to scan for cheesy catchphrases or try something else?
I think the right answer is try something else, but I want to see where cheesy catchphrases leads us.
Here's the rub, Master Bruce. Robin has inspired many young men all over Gotham to imitate him and his catchphrases, but there seems to be no sign of the genuine article. Just children in those garish Halloween costumes, quoting him to no end, and their poor mothers. Perhaps we should place some restrictions on his catchphrases when he returns, Master Bruce, just to lessen his effect on Gotham's youth a bit. Now would you like to give up and try something else?
Yeah, I think that's the right option.
Batman furrows his brow, opening his Bat internet browser. He's able to type "where is RO" into the Google search bar before Alfred stops him in mid-type. Sir, you know that won't work either. The Bat family must be protected. We've let this go on for too long already. I agree, sir, but the important thing is that we must simply never give up or cry about it. There's always a solution. Suddenly, Alfred jumps as a loud, annoying beeping noise is heard from deeper inside the Batcave, echoing off the walls, and already starting to give Batman a bit of a headache. Oh, blast that Bat fax machine. No matter how deep into the Batcave we put it, we can always hear it sound off like that. We really should get a new one, but who sends faxes anyway? Shall I see what this fax is about, Master Bruce?
Yeah. Yeah, see what the fax is about.
Batman nods, and Alfred turns and walks down to get the fax. I'm going to skip a bunch of this. Alfred returns. I have good news and bad news, sir. Which would you like first?
Always, always, always start with the good news.
Well, We've just received a lead on where Robin is being held. And the bad news? Well, sir, I'm afraid our lead is a riddle.
Oh, no.
He hands Batman the paper.
Yes.
Would you like to read the riddle?
Let's read it.
The facts reads, any fool could break your spine, but starting now, it'll break your mind. Your Robin's safe and sound with me, but will you save him? We shall see. Finding him is up to you, but first I'll give you your first clue, because I know you'll never win, and if not now, you'll soon give in. But look now for a single word. Ask the bird within the bird, but take too long and they'll be missed. Are you sure you're up for this? Love the Riddler. This is terrible, Alfred. I know what you mean, sir. It begins with a slant rhyme, first of all. That's not what I mean, Alfred. Batman means that he doesn't yet know what the riddle could mean, and thus needs to hash it out, as it were, to get to the bottom of where Robin could be. Would you like to hash it out, as it were?
Hash it out, as it were.
We know he has Robin. We need a single word to find out where he is. But we don't know that word. It could only be known by the bird within the bird, whatever that means. Robins are birds, but that might be too easy. I wonder if he means the penguin, sir. Though he couldn't have escaped. He's a bird, but in solitary confinement, not inside another bird. Batman quickly reactivates the citywide bat scanner, getting an idea. Batman scans the entire city for any businesses, restaurants, or other establishments with bird motifs or bird-related names, excluding the Iceberg Lounge, because it usually takes Batman about 2 weeks to break out of Arkham, and it's only been a few days. There's only one result displayed on the map, and Batman points to it. There, the Black Canary Club. It's the only remaining establishment in Gotham to have any kind of bird association. Thank goodness the Flapping Ostrich and were closed last year, or you'd have quite a busy day ahead of you. But the Black Canary Club is in the middle of the city, and there's terrible traffic today for goodness knows why. So the Batmobile won't exactly speed things up unless... Matt, do you want to travel on foot using the grapple gun when needed, or drive the Batmobile straight through traffic to get there faster?
I vote for chaos, Sean. Let's drive through the traffic. And I wonder if it'll give us a prompt to do a crossword puzzle while we're at it.
Wouldn't that be neat? Exactly, Alfred. I'm going to drive through the traffic. It's the only way to get there in time.
Alfred looks very hesitant.
Settled. Well,
but shakes his head.
Best of luck, sir. And do contact me if you'd ever need help with anything. I don't know much about riddles, but I was quite the crossword puzzler in my day. Thanks, Alfred, Batman said, and gives Alfred a bat cookie with almonds before finally departing the Batcave. Batman climbs into the Batmobile, turns the ignition, sets the atomic batteries to power, sets turbines to speeds, makes sure the bat horn volume is at maximum, and steps on the gas. Batman takes a deep breath as the Batmobile approaches an 8-mile line of blocked-up traffic where everyone is continuously honking their horns at the same time. He doesn't want to have to do this, but there's no other way to get there. They'll be fine. Batman honks the bat horn, which is so loud it seems to shake the foundations of the earth, but plenty of drivers in line still take no notice. A few move out of the way, but a few others are so lucky. The Batmobile slams brutally into car after car, sending them flying and careening through the air and landing in various positions in various places. But the Batmobile hardly gets a scratch. Looking around for a moment at the carnage, Batman lets up the acceleration just a little. When he looks back through the windshield, however, he sees a massive gas tanker directly in front of the Batmobile. Do you floor it or hit the ejector seat button?
Ejector seat. I think we gotta be safe here.
Batman slams a large red button on the Bat dashboard, but to his surprise, all it does is make Batman a cup of coffee. I'll never get used to this new layout. He hits another red button on the other side, which launches him out of the roof and into the air, where he glides, his cape catching the wind. He looks down as the Batmobile crashes into the gas tanker, destroying them both in a fiery blaze of glory. Batman glides down, lands on the sidewalk in front of the Black Canary Club, and cracks his knuckles. He just survived the worst traffic of all time. He can handle whatever's inside the building. It's time to get to the bottom of this. You enter the Black Canary Club. Batman bursts into the snazzy club and remembers Riddler's first clue. The bird within the bird, he mutters to himself as he steps up to the bartender. Hey, Batman, he says, reaching for a bottle of almost lethal absinthe on the shelf behind the corner. The usual? I'm not here for drinks, Billiam. I'm looking for a bird. He or she could be one of the Riddler's informants. Billiam puts the absinthe back on the shelf, looking a little disappointed. Oh, Well, a surprising number of birds showed up just a few minutes ago. Have a look. Batman turns to look at the rest of the club, and his sharp detective eyes immediately identify 3 prime suspects. Would you like to look at the suspects?
Yeah, let's take a look. I'm sorry we disappointed Billy.
There's a Shorts. He seems like a great guy. Hard worker, earns his tips. There's a short, slightly bird-like man with a vest, large glasses, and a name tag that reads Byron Bird sitting alone in a corner booth. There's a tall woman wearing bird-shaped earrings and sitting with her friends at a round table, laughing almost exactly like a bird and occasionally picking at her food by briefly bringing her entire face down to the plate and nibbling. And then there's a medium-sized man with brown eyes and dark hair sitting alone by the tinted window and smoking. He is wearing a bird costume. Who should you interrogate?
Wow. The bird within the bird, Sean.
Cast of characters here.
Well, the middle one is the most descriptive. Isn't the first one? It's just that his name is Bird. There's no other bird-like features. Byron Bird.
Yeah, but then again, is that too subtle?
Looks like the woman is with her friends, so I don't know if I want to disturb her when she's with her friends.
Okay.
Let's talk to the guy in the bird costume.
All right. The smoking man in the bird costume. Batman sits down across from the man in the bird costume, but the man doesn't even glance at Batman. The man's eyes look much more dark and bloodshot from this close up. He's a little older than Batman thought he was. I've heard you have a word that I need. The word that'll help me defeat the Riddler. Don't know him, don't care, man replies, drowning his french fries in ketchup. I definitely know a supervillain or two, but not that guy. Then why are you wearing a bird costume within a bird-themed club? It can't be a coincidence. The man looked nervous for a second, then looks Batman in the eyes in hatred. Fine. Spilsbury. Your word is Spilsbury. You happy now? Good luck with whatever you're trying to do. I need more than that, Batman demands, slamming his bat fist on the table. Tell me where Enigma is, now! You'll have to figure it out for yourself, silly gosling. Would you like to force the answers out of him?
I don't think we have a choice, do we? I'm just wondering how Batman's going to do this.
Batman grabs the man by the feathered throat and holds him over the table. Give me answers, now! You're gonna have to do better than that, the man chokes out. Moments later, Batman holds the man by his ankle on the roof of the Black Canary Club, dangling him over the busy street below. Will you talk now? Nope, says the man. You have no idea how many times I've had to do this to one of Riddler's men, Batman says minutes later, holding the man by his wrist at the top of Gotham's tallest skyscraper and dangling him over the inconceivably long drop below. Tell me where Enigma is. Last chance. You don't know me, Batman, and obviously you know that I'm not afraid of heights, silly gosling. Sometime later, Batman holds the man by a single feather of his chicken costume directly over the sun itself, supported by a bat space hover pad. How are you even doing this? How are we breathing? And how aren't we burning to a crisp right now? And why? Tell me what I want to know. Okay. You have to complete 3 trials to get your Robin Kid back, and the first one's at the Gotham Puzzle Factory on Spilsbury Street. I swear that's all I know. Are you sure? Yes, but I don't know why you're doing all this just to get that kid back. I sure wouldn't go through all that crap for my stinking son. He's not my son! And throws the man all the way back to the earth. Batman gazes into the stars around him for a brief moment. The Puzzle Factory on Spilsbury Street. I'm coming, Robin. The hoverpad rockets towards Earth.
Batman says to himself, despite being in outer space.
Yes.
Quite odd. I guess we're going to the puzzle. The Puzzle Factory.
Some more time later, Batman is back on planet Earth and surveying the massive Gotham Puzzle Factory on Spilsbury Street. It's almost noon now. Knowing how direct the Riddler usually is, Batman decides to swoop down and enter the factory through a large metal double doors, the main entrance. He steps inside to find the small antechamber is completely dark except for a single bright green button at the end of the room. Bracing himself, Batman approaches it.
Press the button.
Batman hits the button, and the small room immediately lights up, revealing it to be grimy and unappealing and riddled with splashes of green paint. He suddenly hears a familiar, snarky voice. Batman! Is it really you this time? A large monitor in the upper corner of the room flickers on and displays a video feed of the Riddler in his all-green bowler-hatted glory, squinting into the camera. Oh, thank the Lord! Do you have any idea how many random citizens wandered in here today and pressed that button? Are the people of Gotham always this stupid? Maybe, but that's not the point. Where's Robin? With me, of course, but to get him back, you'll need to complete 3 trials, I know. I've got to start hiring better informants. I didn't even ask him to wear that bird costume, you know. He just wouldn't take it off, so I worked it into the riddle. Aren't I brilliant? But anyway, just to prove I have your favorite bird, he steps aside to reveal Robin tied to a chair behind him, wearing a pitch-black version of his usual costume. Robin! Batman yells at the monitor. Yes, that's his name. Well, allegedly. I don't care enough about him to unmask him. And let's face it, you don't really care either. You know you're just doing this for the satisfaction of defeating me. Well, maybe it's both. Well, either way, you'll have to do more than dangle a man in a bird costume over the hottest object in the solar system to accomplish either task. I'm going to skip this. I had a 2,000-word essay typed up about how and why you will utterly fail, but I guess I can save it for later. There's a riddle. The monitor is active. He says to Robin, you want to read some of this, Matt?
Oh, sure, I'll take it.
I'm running out of stamina.
Robin, Batman speaks into the monitor. Nigma was too confident when he had you tied up like that. You can easily escape these ropes if you... No, Robin whines, I'm too scared. Of Riddler? Of everything. Robin whines louder than before. Robin, Batman begins, but is interrupted by yet more whining. No, I am. I was in the middle of Just Dance 2016 when I was kidnapped, and I can never understand what Riddler is saying, and this chair is so comfy. Never mind, Robin, Batman says shortly. Just keep whining. I'll get you out of that comfy chair in no time. Robin seems to feel a little guilty at this, but refrains from further whining as Batman approaches the large metal riddle door, marked with a large green question mark at the end of the room. Riddler's first trial isn't going to solve itself, and it doesn't seem like Robin will be of any help. I'll read the riddle on the riddle door. Messy green lettering on the riddle door spells, what has 88 keys but cannot open a single door? There's a small keyboard next to the doorknob. Batman has 3 ideas of what to type as the solution. I read one of them. And the choices are Alicia keys, a piano, or Batman.
What do you think, Matt?
I don't know. I think I want to go with
88
Batman.
Keys?
I just want to see
88 keys can't open a single door. You think it's Batman?
I just want to see what.
All right.
What it'll say. Yeah, I just want to see.
Batman types BATMAN into the door's keyboard and immediately hears Riddler's giggling voice over the intercom. All right, detective, I'll take it. At least you're being honest with yourself, but I guess the real question is, what kind of superhero can't open a single door with any number of keys? I don't know, but I just opened this one. Well, technically I opened it, Dark Knight. Don't push it. Well, do push it. It's the only way to enter the next room. Batman pushes the metal door open and steps through into the factory's main chamber.
I wonder what would have happened if you chose Alicia keys.
I think you got in no matter what you did.
Yeah.
Is probably my guess. But I do think that's a very funny bit.
Welcome to your first trial.
We are not reading all this. He looks around the room, seeing boxes of puzzles of every shape and size, giant vats of molten plastic and fading side, reminding employees not to swan dive into the giant vats of molten plastic. He looks. It isn't until he looks up that he sees Harley Quinn trapped in a large cage that hangs from the ceiling. She has tape over her mouth, so Batman only hears a muffled moo. That's right, Dark Knight. I've been on an absolute kidnapping spree lately. I was going to go for her boyfriend at first, but he's hardly ever worth the trouble. To rescue her, you'll have to solve just one more riddle, and then, well, I won't spoil the surprise, otherwise I'll just drop her into a vat of molten plastic and make Harley Quinn dolls out of her. Batman sees a strange device in the middle of the room. That should be the next riddle, Batman thinks.
Do you remember the movie where they did that? Wax House? It was starring Paris Hilton. I don't know if it was called
I never
Wax
saw that.
House of Wax. Yes, 2005.
That sounds like something we should watch that during October. That sounds great.
Absolutely, especially because it only got a 5.4. Sounds terrifically
and it stars Paris Hilton.
Mediocre. And it does, starring Paris Hilton.
Right up our
and Alicia Cuthbert and Chad Michael Murray. Yeah.
Oh man, what a cast!
What a cast! That's vintage mid 2000s. Yes.
Elijah Cuthbert. Wow. 24 zone.
Yeah.
Matt, the device is yet another keyboard, and printed on it is yet another riddle. What runs around the city but never moves? Batman once again has 3 ideas: a wheel, the Flash, a wall.
It's a wall, isn't it? I mean, the other 2 I think would be. They're not that funny.
I would agree it's a wall.
It's a wall, but The other 2 agree. I don't think would lead to anything like humorous or whimsical. So let's just choose the wall. We'll choose the correct answer.
Batman types WALL into the keyboard, and here's another ding sound. It lowers into a panel, and a faint rumbling noise is heard. Congratulations, Batman! But that does it for the easy ones. And by solving that riddle, you've also activated one of my most brilliant creation, and that's saying something. Do you hear that? It's the sound of 2 enormous metal feet clomping towards him. It's an enormous robot created entirely out of oversized metal puzzles. Don't know what that means. His head seems to be a huge spherical puzzle with electronic eyes, and his hands are nothing but 2 gargantuan metal Rubik's Cubes that looks like they could crush Batman. Do you like it, Batman? Riddler asks. Completely original design. In fact, there's even a secret weakness. Good luck finding it. It's your only chance. The intercom cuts off as Batman stares up at the puzzle robot. Matt, you're going to roll out of the way. He isn't crushed yet, but he needs to find a way to destroy this monstrosity. Do you throw a batarang at it or trip it with the bat claw?
You know what? The batarang worked for the plate, so let's throw a batarang at it.
Batman throws a batarang, but it simply ricochets off with a dull clang. He throws another, but to no avail. The robot is impervious to them. Then he remembers what the Riddler said literally 10 seconds ago. It has a secret weakness. Batman curls up into another perfect sphere and rolls under the robot. Between its leg, he uncurls and looks up at the automaton's back. There it is. A small square hole with a giant green arrow pointing to it is on the robot's upper back. And there's only one object that Batman can think to put in there.
Mm-hmm.
He leaps to the left and into a massive crate full of Rubik's Cubes. But to Batman's dismay, they all seem to be hopelessly mixed up. The Riddler would sure to want a solved Rubik's Cube. The robot turns to face Batman, raises its fist, thinking hard. He had been far too busy mastering useful life skills to learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube at any point in his life. But there was no other way, or was there? Batman jumps out of the crate just in time to dodge the robot smashing him. He looks down at the Rubik's Cube and decides, is he going to try to solve it or just start peeling off the stickers as fast as you can?
Try to solve it. I bet we could get it. Oh,
nope.
No.
Waiting to defeat the Riddler fair and square, Batman begins to turn the tiers of the puzzle cube left and right, up and down and diagonally, until he realizes that you can't turn them diagonally. So he goes back to turning them left and right and up and down as he darts this way and that to avoid the crushing fists of the puzzle robot. A few hours later, unfortunately, Batman gets so close to solving it that he starts to get a little excited when most of the colors start matching, but getting excited can be distracting. And if there's a raging 10-foot-tall metal puzzle bot in the same room, being distracted can kill you. Batman's final thoughts are so close before he is crushed by the enormous metal replica of his own almost solved Rubik's Cube. Game over.
A few hours. Wow. That robot. I was getting so confident here, Sean. I was lulled into a sense of confidence that we could not get a game over. But we did. And so it goes.
But you know what? Batman ain't no nerd, okay? He ain't solving no Rubik's Cube like a dork, all right? He's a badass.
I had a feeling that if we chose the other option, he was going to be like, I could solve it. Or, I don't know. Well, game over then. Wow.
Should we be Alfred now? Oh, wait, we already did that.
We did. We already did that. I'm
Very
I'm
nice,
okay.
Matt.
I think I'm okay with calling it here. We had
sure.
2 exciting adventures.
I wouldn't call Train an adventure.
It wasn't. I mean, it was an adventure because we were on a train, which I think always leads to an adventure, but it's not really an adventure when you keep getting arrested for leaving your own compartment. which
I would say the train was the least exciting part of the adventure. In fact, I would think it was the body and the getting arrested and the blood. I'll have to see if I can Google and find some answers to Train.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe next week we revisit Train. Maybe it's like one of those things we kind of chip away at it every week, and then we move to a different one.
That's our appetizer before the main.
Yeah,
because I'm told we have a bunch of 4-star ones to look at next week.
We do. We have a smorgasbord, a milieu, a tableau.
That
smattering
is scary.
Of 4-star games.
But I think that's exciting.
Next week.
Matt, this was definitely a 5-star evening. So
I would agree. And I think Alfred would agree, and so would Batman. And you can catch us on Spotify and Stitcher and all the great places that we have our podcast. Check us out on the Up for Debate website. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. And for Up for Debate, I'm Matt. And on behalf of Sean, I'm wishing you a pleasant good evening.